अभी बात हुई थी क्या? कितनी देर तक? Yeah, good evening to all of you. Today's class is on human resource management. Let's others join in, then we can start the class properly. Just let us wait for at least 2-3 minutes more. Yes, good evening to all. So I'm just waiting for the people to come and join in the class, then we can start the class properly. So any questions, any queries related to yesterday's class on total quality management? Any doubts, any clarifications on yesterday's class, anybody? Okay. Well, I'm looking for some quizzes for you people in today's class as well. But I'm not able to come across some good ones. I think I've done this exercise before. Just a second, I am about to start the class. Okay, I'm not able to find any good one for you people. So okay, let's start today's class. Yes, good evening Prabha. Good evening to all. Sorry for keep you waiting. So our today's class is on human resource management, and the topics which we are covering in today's class are the concept of wages, salaries, fringe benefits, then a new trend in compensation, that is employee stock options. So these are our today's topics. So wages, salaries you are all aware of. Wages is something which you are being paid either on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. When we talk of salary, we are basically focusing that the salary we are getting at the end of the month. That is, we call it as a salary. What are the fringe benefits? Fringe benefits are something which is an additional advantage given by the company to you people. That company will give you house rent allowance, company will give you insurance, company will give you medical insurance. So these are all comes under fringe benefits. So let's see what in detail all these stuff one by one. First, coming on to the wages and salaries part. So wages and salaries defined. Wages means it is paid to blue collar employees, paid daily, weekly or monthly, paid to jobs which can be measured in terms of money's worth. So wages is something which can be measured in terms of money. It can also, I beg your pardon, it can be paid monthly also. So wages is something which can be paid daily, weekly or monthly. So yeah, it's a contract job or temporary job it can be contract job or temporary job, or probably you can say, or you are being hired as a consultant, or you are being hired as a consultant or outsourced employee. So for all those people, they are being paid weekly, daily, or probably monthly. Now when we talk of salary, we basically means it is paid to white collar employees, paid on monthly basis, paid to employees whose contribution cannot be measured easily. That means they are very dedicated employees for the organization. Compensation means a comparative term includes wages and all other allowance and benefits. Example, allowances, leave facilities, housing, travel, and non-costs such as recognition, privileges, and symbols of status. So these all comes under compensation part. That means salary which you are getting. Apart from that, the extra facilities which companies are providing to you people, that comes under compensation. Then a group of activities involved in the development, implementation, and maintenance of a pay system, an ongoing process of managing a wage and salary structure. So I mean, most of the companies nowadays are having the human resource management system software, probably developed by Oracle, or I mean there are a number of companies who develop a human resource management system which has all the details pertaining to the employee's salary, pertaining to employee's designation, pertaining to the basic pay they are getting, the total pay they are getting in hand, the additional benefits they are getting, and the insurance facilities they are getting, the electricity bill, the mobile bill. I mean there are n number of stuff. There is also a facility of voluntary provident fund. Then there is also a facility of PPF. So there are different facilities being incorporated into the salary structure of the employee, just as to engage the employee and just as to motivate the employee. Why these facilities are being incorporated into the salary structure of the employee? So that employee should not have to go out here and there, and instead of after working for so many hours in the company, the company does not want that their employee should go out and struggle for small things. That is why most of the companies, they open the salary account for their employees. So salary account is being opened by most of the companies for their employees. And I think most of you people are aware of this stuff. Then moving ahead. So why do we need to study wage and salary administration? Because we need to have a scientific, rational, and balanced wage and salary structure. In a salary administration, the employer should not feel that the employees are paid more than they deserve, and the employee should not feel that they are underpaid. So for understanding all those stuff, you need to have an idea of salary, wage, and salary, study wage and salary administration. Just as to understand, whenever you get a salary, whenever the salary is being credited into your account on 29th, 30th, or 31st of the month, end of the month, they'll also mail it on your email ID, the salary sheet in PDF file they'll give you. That show you how much money is being paid by the company to you, how much leave is deducted, how much provident fund is deducted, what is the house rent allowance they have charged, what is the mobile bill they have charged. So I mean there are different stuffs which they will mail you. So understand the technicality of the terms given in that particular salary sheet or salary structure which is being mailed to you on a monthly basis. You need to have an idea of wage and salary administration structure and the keywords which is being used in that particular PDF. Clear to all? Shall we move ahead? Any doubts, any queries, anybody? Just come up with the questions if you have any kind of doubts. Okay, moving ahead. So the role of human resource in the payment of salaries. One of the most important functions of human resource is the payment of the proper salaries and the wages to all company employees. The pay that the employees receive from their employer is the very reason for their being in the job. The function of the payroll in a company is usually the wage and salary administration, and it is carried out by the human resource department. That means human resource department is responsible for maintaining and managing all the salary related stuff for the employees pan India level or pan organizational level, we can say. So there are different theories proposed for the wages. Let us see one by one. First is the classical wage theory. This theory is based upon the fundamental concept that labor is a commodity and we have to pay the price according to supply and demand. Then comes the just wage theory of St. Thomas Aquinas. A just wage is described as wage which permits the recipient worker to live in a manner in keeping with his position in the society. Then comes the wage fund theory. This theory is expounded by John Stuart Mill and his followers based on the Malthusian theory of population and the law of diminishing returns. Then comes the bargaining theory of John Davidson. This theory proposes that the labor is a commodity like anything that could be bought at a price by the user. I am not getting into the detail of this theory because that is not of very much relevance for us. Then comes the marginal productivity theory. This theory offers the best explanation of wages in modern industry. Then comes the purchasing power theory. This theory tries to establish the relationship between wages and the level of economic activity. Seventh is the labor theory of value, which emphasizes that labor is the source of all the products and that without this important component there could be no goods for human consumption. Eighth is the standard of living theory of wages. A recent development in the labor market is the theory of living wages. That means that wages should be based on the cost of living. These are the 8 theories proposed for the wages and salary administration part. Then comes the wage and salary surveys. According to the surveys, once the worth of a job has been established using one of the job rating systems, the actual salary to be paid for each job must be determined. A major factor in making the determination is the wage survey. Since salaries paid by other companies have an effect on employment morale and turnover rate, close attention is paid to the salary that is prevailing in the community and industry for specific job. So this basically means that why wage and salary surveys is being carried out by most of the companies, because they want to have an idea what exactly is the salary being given in the market as per the market standards. So a company always keep a close check on those surveys, because suppose if I am a Java developer, I am a software developer, and in India a software developer is getting say 40,000 rupees in a month. So another company must have an idea of what exactly the software developer with a 5 years of working experience is getting in the market right now. So because why these surveys are required? Because these surveys will help the companies in taking decisions, and from employees perspective also, employees will have an idea what exactly the market standards are as of now, what exactly the hike they are getting in the salary, what is the salary structure is being get by the employees for such and such technologies or for such and such position in the market. So that is why wage and salary surveys are being carried out, and there are a lot of websites available on which you can find out the survey details, and you can just calculate the salary which you will get if you join some other organization on a certain role. One of the website which I know is PayScale. PayScale is a website. I think it's payscale.com or something. You can just go into the Google and type the word PayScale. You will come across this website which will help you in calculating the salary, expected salary which you will get for such and such position in the market as per today's standards. Okay, clear to all? Any doubts, any clarifications, anybody? Okay, moving ahead. Wages and salary surveys. A survey of employers in the same industry and the same area showing the wages and salaries they pay to their employees. Wage and salary surveys are useful because they show the prevailing compensation in a given city or other place, which may result in employers making upward or downward adjustments. Then the actual salary to be paid for each job must be determined. Wage survey is a major factor. Informal surveys may be conducted through telephones or informal interviews. Formal surveys use questionnaires based on benchmark jobs. The human resource departments are preparing sets of questionnaires. So nowadays, what is the trend is going on in the market is, like suppose if you go for an interview, you have to go for a technical round. First you have to go for this aptitude test round, then you will be going for a technical round, then you will be going to the HR round. In the HR round, what will happen is, you will be asked about the salary which you are expecting. Now from company's perspective, what the HR department thinks that, okay, this particular employee is having an experience of say 5 to 10 years. And for this 5 to 10 years experienced employee with having knowledge in such and such technology or in such and such sector, we will be paying them the salary in the range say 8 lakh rupees, between 8 lakh Indian rupees to 10 lakh Indian rupees. Now they have this salary. Then comes the negotiation part. How much, if company feels that this particular employee is very competent enough, or this particular employee seems to be very, very useful for the organization. So company will try to close the deal at say in between 8 lakh to 10 lakh rupees. Now from employee perspective who is joining the organization, he wants to try to bargain as much as possible, giving the clue that I'll be shifting to your location. There is a 30% hike being given by a lot of companies in today's world as per the market standard. Inflation rate is very high, dollar price is rising up, so I want that salary must be given. Salary must be high. I am having a family, I have to shift my family. So these are the n number of reasons which employer will give to the employers who is hiring a particular employee. So that is how the salary is being negotiated and fixed while conducting the interviews. For those interviews, it is called as the informal survey, which happens through telephones or through informal interviews. Okay, clear to all up till now? Then comes procedures in conducting wage and salary surveys. First, define the labor market, then list of key job positions, then detailed description of jobs, collection of salary data, compilation of salary data, and results of survey. So this is what I have told you up till now. There are respective key positions in the market for which company has fixed that this much amount of salary will be getting for this. Suppose if somebody joins as a deputy general manager in certain company, so company has fixed certain norms and criteria that they will be giving, suppose say between 10 lakh Indian rupees to 12 lakh Indian rupees on a yearly basis for a person who will be joining as a deputy general manager in a company. For example, I am giving you an example. So this is by list of job position or by detailed description of jobs. If somebody is competent enough of handling many things, suppose if somebody is a manager IT and he is also looking after the infrastructure part, he is looking after the procurement part, he is looking after the help desk part, he is looking after the software development part, he is looking after the networking part. So I mean, if somebody of that caliber who is having the designation manager IT but who is competent enough to look at different portfolios, so he will be given much more salary as compared to those people who are manager IT but who is not competent enough of handling these many portfolios. So in that particular cases, the job title is the same, that is manager IT, but the person who is capable and competent enough of handling more portfolios will be given more money as compared to that person who is not competent enough, who is having the same designation as manager IT but who is not competent enough to handle that many portfolios. So that it comes under detailed description of jobs. Then comes collection of salary data. Then from markets, from different websites, from google.com, most of the companies, they collect the salary data, and based on that salary data, they will pay the employees the salary. So all these surveys is being carried out so that employers must not give salary to employees who is not worthy. For that particular reason, it is the responsibility of the HR department to collect all those data, and should also be touched with the finance ministry of the country as well, so as to keep a cross check what exactly the salary is being given to those employees. Suppose I am working in an insurance company, so insurance company has certain regulatory department, that is IRDA, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, who is the governing body of insurance business in India. Now, how much salary the insurance people will be getting, that is already being decided by the IRDA department and the finance department of the country. Now, companies' responsibility as they are having a certain slab that, okay, for this particular employee who is having this particular designation, we will be paying them the salary between 10 lakh rupees to 20 lakh rupees per annum, that means yearly. So that is the slab, or that is the margin which is being already prescribed or defined in the IRDA, and the company has to follow those norms and structure. So this is how, I mean, it's not an easy stuff to calculate salaries for the employees to be given. So this is all the responsibilities of the HR department to take care of all these stuff. Okay, clear to all? Then comes considerations in making decisions. Whether the salaries will be above, below, or the same level, whether pay in a single rate for each job, how many pay grades or salary ranges to be used, and how wide each pay grade should be, the range of the amount in terms of money value. So this has to be, this is the company's own individual decision that whether the salary they'll be giving is above to the present salary, below, or to the same level, whether pay in a single rate for each job. I mean, if that is totally the decision of the company, whether they will pay the same salary to, suppose there are 3 manager IT in the company and they are all having different portfolios. The designation is the manager IT, but the roles and responsibilities of each of them are different. So whether the company will pay the same amount of salary to all of the 3, or it will differ, that is totally the company's decision. Then whether the appraisal system, whether the hike in the salary will be given quarterly basis, annually basis, semi-annually basis, that is again the call of the company. Then promotional criteria, most of the government companies in India is having 3 years promotion. Once you are in the company and you have served the organization for the 3 years, and if your performance is good enough all throughout the 3 years, personality wise, attitude wise, learning wise, motivation wise, working style wise, technology wise, if your performance is good enough, then definitely company will promote you and they will give you more salary. Apart from that, there is also an annual increment by most of the companies, that if you are performing well and if company is getting good business and if company's business is increasing year by year, so they'll give you annual increment, or which is also called as bonus by most of the companies. Again, this is all the company's decision that whether they'll give you 20% bonus, whether they'll give you 15% bonus of your total pay. That is again the company's decision. So these are all the these are all the decisions which has to be taken by the company, and it is company's call to take the decisions. So one tool that is often used to simplify the process in decision making is the use of two-dimensional graphs. Horizontal line where the points for key jobs are plotted, and vertical line where the range of pay is plotted. Then techniques in indicating the trend of the data plotted. Eye inspection. This technique is the least scientific and reliable, as this does not require scientific computations. It is more a judgmental analysis. This is not very much use for us. We will skip this. Then comes the design of the wage and salary structure. Is the establishment of job class and the rate ranges. All jobs within a class are treated in the same way for purposes of economical administration. I think we can just stop here for a 2 minutes break, then after that we can start probably. Okay?
Well, I appreciate that, and that's we'd love to have it. Unfortunately, the economy is pretty tough, and there's not much I can do about that. So that's pretty much the situation. Excuse me. How much leeway do you have to negotiate salary and other conditions of employment?
Okay, what I'll do is I have a video for you people on salary negotiation. So I want that everybody of you in the class just watch this video. It's a small video. Okay? Shall I play the video?
Job interview skills. A program to master the difficult stages and situations in a job interview. Step 4, Role and Salary Negotiation. Salary negotiation is one of the most delicate part of the whole job search process, and it is at this stage most of the candidates inadvertently disqualify themselves. You have a job offer in hand. How much leeway do you have to negotiate salary and other conditions of employment? The answer ranges from not much to a lot. One key factor is the discussion of salary, benefits, and working conditions that occurred during the interview process. Law of negotiation. You have likely shared your current or most recent salary with the potential employer. The potential employer may have shared the salary range for the position with you. Don't count on this, however, since employers don't want to lay their cards first on the table. As in any negotiation, you should also have a very clear picture of your objectives, in this case your minimum salary figure. Calculate how much you need, how much you want, and how much you would really like. Employers may not be interested in how much it costs you to live, but if you talk in concrete terms, it immediately becomes obvious that you're not being frivolous in the negotiation. Always, make it a point to check out the industry average. The interview process does not finish at the concluding handshake. There will be at least a couple of follow-up discussions, specifically around your position or title and salary. Be prepared for the upcoming rounds by clearly knowing to what level you are willing to negotiate, and what could be the potential tipping point of your employer. Step 5. Wrapping up the discussion and follow up. Wrapping up the discussion and follow up. Analyze the interview. How did it go? What did you learn? What was your impression of the organization and the interview? Sum up the key points of the discussion with the interviewer, and reiterate why you are best qualified for the position interviewed for. Thank the interviewer for his or her time, and understand the next steps in the process. Is there a follow-up round to this interview? Would you be contacted or should you follow up? Do you need to send any additional information, etc.? If there are any questions that you need to ask the interviewer, this is the time to ask them. If additional information or materials are requested, verify that it is being forwarded. Ensure you do not share or forward any information that may be confidential to your current role or employer. It is not appropriate to say that the requested information is confidential and cannot be shared with the interviewer. When appropriate, follow up. Interviewers often tell you how long it will take before a decision is made. If the stated amount of time passes without them contacting you, you may contact them to express your continued interest in the position, and ask about the status. Finally, always ask for the interviewers a business card, so you have all the correct information for sending your thank you letter.
This was a demonstration video for Job Interview Skills. For complete program, visit us at letstalk.company.in. If you like this video, kindly share your comments, which will encourage us to make more videos for you. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking subscribe button just above this video. Thank you for watching us. Take care.
you all enjoy this video? Do you all enjoy this video on negotiation of salaries? Okay, then comes the, are you all there in the class? Only 2 have responded. What about the others? Adhish, Rezi, Munachen, Sanobar, Rinin, Mohammed, Prabha, Rajneesh. Only 2 and 3 of you are responding. What about others in the class? Are you all sleeping? Or you just get in the class and get out somewhere else? Then comes the methods of wage payment. So what is the wage payment? It is a way of giving financial compensation to the workers for the time and effort invested by them in converting materials into finished products. No, Rezi, the video is closed. There is no video now. The main purpose of a formal wage and salary management plan is to have a systematic method of payment to ensure that employees receive a fair wage and salary for the work they perform. Then 2 methods of paying salaries. First, by the time worked. Second, by the amount of work produced. Then first method of paying salaries. By the time worked, wages are computed in units of time. Either you pay the salary day wise or you pay the salary according to the wage plan, that is month wise. These are the 2 ways of paying salaries. I'm just skipping these slides. Then what are the characteristics of the wage and salary policy? The wage and the salary plan must be easily understood. Number 2, salaries in the wage plan should be easily computed. Number 3, salaries should be made relevant with effort. Number 4, incentives wage plan should provide payment for incentive earnings to employees soon after they have been earned by efforts exerted to reach standards. Fifth, the method of payment should be stable and unvarying. Then comes the morale renewal in the workplace. Know that the leaders have limitations, choose character, walk the talk, avoid compromising, use the same measures on yourself, face the mirror, show the mirror to your leaders, don't just admit mistakes, correct them, have an improvement plan, rebuild and don't slide back. So these are the morals for renewals in the workplace. This is not again of much use to us. The theory part we have already seen. Overtime pay. Overtime pay means if you have worked in the company more than your time. Suppose your working hours is 9 to 5:30. Suppose if you put in because of the extra work in the office, you put in some extra time. So it is the company's responsibility to pay you the amount for the more you have worked. That means you have done overtime. Then additional information, types of employee rewards. Service rewards are given, employee of the month rewards are given, attendance awards are given, safety awards are given, and company advancement awards are given to the employees. This brings us to the end of this particular slide. Any questions anybody wants to ask? Any queries? Okay. Then comes the fringe benefits part. What are fringe benefits? So fringe benefits refer to the extra benefits provided to employees in addition to the normal compensation paid in the form of wage or salary. So these are the fringe benefits. That means those benefits which is being paid by the company to you apart from salary. So what are its main features? Supplementary forms paid to all employees, indirect compensations, help raise the living conditions, may be statutory or voluntary. What are the needs for fringe benefits? Employee demands, trade union demands, employer's preference as a social security to improve human relations. Then what are the objectives of fringe benefits? To create and improve sound IR, to motivate the employees, to provide security to the employees, to protect the health of the employees, to promote employees' welfare, to create a sense of belongingness, to meet the requirements of various legislation relating to the financial balance part. These are the objectives of fringe benefits. What are the types of fringe benefits? Payment for time not worked, employee security, safety, health, workmen's compensation, health benefits, voluntary arrangements, welfare and recreational facilities, old age and retirement benefits. Then items covered in the fringe benefits. As per the financial bill, fringe benefits shall be deemed to have been provided if the employer has incurred any expense or made any payment for the purpose of entertainment, festival celebrations, gift, use of club facilities, provision of hospitality of every kind to any person, whether by the way of food and beverage. So these are the types of benefits covered under fringe benefits as per the financial bill raised by the government. Then comes maintenance of guest house, conference, employee welfare, use of health club, sports and similar facilities, sales promotion including publicity, conveyance, tour and travel including foreign travel expenses. Then comes consumption of fuel other than industrial fuel, use of telephone, scholarship to the children of the employees. Then fringe benefits is being offered by some of the companies, some of the IT software companies, that is IBM, Wipro and Infosys. So Wipro gives the cash compensation, social security and well-being, development and education, employee stock purchase program, 5% discount of Wipro stocks, leave of absence programs, relocation programs, railway half fare, season ticket. Then family and service, areas of child care, home care and elder care, bonus for recommending new employees, special conditions for insurance, sickness and accident income plan. Then the fringe benefits being given by the IBM is social security, development and education, cash compensation, providing transit passes and van pooling, airways fare and traveling and food, treasury regulations, providing maternity leave, bicycle commuter expenses. Then fringe benefits given by the Infosys company. These are the fringe benefits which is being given by the Infosys company. Then comes recreational facilities. Gymnasium at Electronic City campus of Infosys at Bangalore is one of the largest gymnasiums in Asia and a mini golf course among others. They even have boating and sailing facilities in their campus so that employee can relax and take care and can take break in their hectic schedules. Rest and recreation facilities such as gymnasium, swimming pool, tennis, basketball and volleyball courts in addition to cafeterias offering international cuisine. Then food courts are there, health club, fitness center with a special enclosure for aerobics, golf club. Then library facilities are there, high speed internet connectivity is there, bicycling facilities are there, medical facilities are there, bank ATM facilities are there, travel counters are there. So these are all the type of fringe benefits. That means these facilities is being provided by the company to their employees apart from the salary part. Now all these details are pertaining to the Infosys campus, since the Infosys have different branches across the country. Okay, any doubts, any issues till now? Okay, so moving ahead. Nothing new is in these slides, so we can just skip on to the next part because only 8 minutes are left for the class to get over. We have done fringe, we have done wage and salaries part. Now let us see the new trends in what are the new trends in compensation management. You can just read this stuff for a minute so that I can just read it. I'll be coming. Okay, so the following are the new trends in compensation management. First is the group mediclaim insurance scheme, then personal accident insurance scheme, then company leased accommodation, then recreation ATM facilities, corporate credit card and club membership. So these are the new type of facilities which is being provided by most of the management companies or IT companies to their employees. Then cellular phone, laptop, personal health care, educational benefits, regular get-together and other cultural programs, wedding day, birthday gift, employee referral schemes, maternity leave, paternity leave, work-life balance, pay transparency, broadbanding, variable pay, that means incentives, flexible benefits. So these are the new trends in compensation management as of now. These are the extra benefits which company used to pay to their employees apart from the regular salary. Then work-life balance, flexible timings, compressed worksheet, job sharing, telecommuting, part-time work, modified retirement, employee assistance program, child care assistance and elder care assistance. Pay transparency, Employees want transparency in pay system. Nowadays, some organizations are using transparent pay system. Pay transparency influences employee in fostering trust in management, increasing employee engagement, encouraging discretionary efforts, reducing turnover, and creating competitive advantage. Then broad banding means consolidating salary grades and ranges into just a few wide levels or bands, each of which contains a relatively wide range of jobs and salary levels. So wide bands provide for more flexibility in assigning workers to different job grades. Lack of permanence in job responsibilities can be unsettling to new employees. Then variable pay, time paid to some measure of individual, group, or organizational performance. Piecework incentive, pay for performance, pay per person, merit pay, bonuses, sales incentives, profit sharing, gain sharing, and employee stock ownership plan. Now, what is employee stock ownership plan? Employee stock ownership plan is an employee benefit plan. The scheme provides employees the ownership of the stocks in the company. That means if company finds that if certain employee in the organization is very competent and very useful for the organization, and organizations wants to retain that particular employee, so what that company will do, that particular company will offer some of the shares, say 1% share or 2% share to that particular employee. So that is called as the employee stock ownership plan. That means the employee is now the part of the company's stock for say 1% or 2%, depending upon the type of communication between the company and the employee. Then flexible benefits. Flexible benefits allow employees to take benefits that meet their needs. The idea is to allow each employee to choose a benefit package that is individually tailored to his or her own needs and situation. The flexible needs are the three most popular types of benefit plans are modular plans, core plus options, and flexible spending accounts. We are not getting into detail of all these things. Then let us see the benefits and perks given by the Google company to their employees. First is the physical fitness, then healthy eats. A chef makes custom cook every single day. Rejuvenating, dry cleaning and alterations, car wash, unrestricted dress code, DVD rental, bike repairs, haircuts, theaters, house rent allowance, transport and fuel for a specific project, amount returned after the service. So these are all the benefits being provided by the Google company to their employees. Similarly, most of the companies in today's world provide such kind of facility to the employees so that employee can be motivated and they can put in their best efforts for the benefits of the organization, and in return the organization should take care of the responsibility of the health of the employees, their families, their various type of pays like health checkups, haircuts, car wash, etc., which is being mentioned here. So this is how it is vice versa. Employees give their best effort to the organizations, and organizations in reward give most benefits and perks to the employees. So that brings us to the end of our today's class on human resource management. So hope you have enjoyed today's class, and I think class was useful for you people. The contents which I have delivered in the class is good for you. Okay. So thank you all for your time. I will be sharing all these slides on lmsrc.com. You can get the slides from there. Mr. Monachan, I am extremely sorry that I am not able to find time to revert you back. But definitely I will be reverting you back within an hour or two today. Because it's a very busy schedule for me. The family, the office job, and then coming back and teaching. So it's a little bit hectic for me. So I'm sorry for that, but I'll revert you definitely. Now, Okay, so thank you all for your time. It's good to see that yesterday most of the people have given the feedback. So I'm expecting it today as well, that all of you must give your feedbacks after the class. It also boosts my confidence as well. Thank you all. Take care. Bye bye. Good night. God bless you all.